After really loving both the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and the recent Spyro Reignited Trilogy, I was excited when they announced the remake for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. But is this one TNT-rific, or a nasty Nitro-Fueled nightmare? Crash Team Racing was originally released on the PlayStation 1, and what we get here with Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is pretty much a remake, but surprisingly has a fair amount added onto it to really beef it up a bit, making it more than just a graphics upgrade. There are several modes of play, single and multiplayer options with both local and online play. The big single-player experience is the adventure mode. Here you get to pick your character and then go around a hub world with all of the different race tracks that you get to do throughout the game, broken up into several areas. You need to complete 4 races in order to unlock the boss area for that level. Once you complete the boss battle, you move on to the next area and repeat until eventually taking on the game's boss, Nitrous Oxide. For the most part, the adventure mode is identical to the original version of the game, though you can play a version of it this time around where you can change up your character at any time from the hub world map. A big part of this remake of the game is the customization of the characters. Each character has a variety of skins. Some you'll be able to unlock by winning races with that character, and other ones you'll have to buy from the game's shop. The shop I'll get into in just a little bit, as there is a bit of controversy surrounding it. There's also a few different varieties to your vehicle, different types of wheels and decals and color types for it, a lot of which you also need to buy from the shop and some of which you can unlock through the main game. When it comes to the gameplay, it is very similar to the original version of Crash Team Racing. Purists will notice some differences. It may be in the way that the game handles some of the jumps. There also has been a few changes to some of the courses and the way that some hazards end up interacting with you. Grass patches that may have not done anything on the PS1 version now end up slowing you down a bit. There's also a few shortcuts that have been made harder in this version, but as someone who's played a lot of the original, it did still feel pretty much right. When it comes to the game's difficulty, there are 3 to choose from: easy, normal, and hard. And with the normal difficulty, if you've never played the original Crash Team Racing, know how to do the sliding mechanic, which is a big part of the game, you may find yourself having some trouble, especially if you try out the hard difficulty. The AI is a bit cheap, to say the least. For example, it can get power-ups that it didn't need to actually get a box to get, using one just after another. Things like your weaponry not affecting it the way it should, as well as not doing any sort of the sliding or boost, yet still going way faster than you when you're pulling off the perfect boost. It's not too far off from the original game as far as being a difficult experience. This was not an easy kart racing game. Once you get the mechanics down, though, of going from the slide and using those perfect boosts and then going right into another one, getting around the corners and using your jump to your advantage, as well as maybe finding a shortcut or two, the racing is a lot of fun, and winning the races actually feels satisfying. Now, when it comes to online, as of right now, it's a bit of a mess. The game requires online to unlock the game's coins that you need to buy things from the shop. This is a bit of the issue with the title. It also seems to be a bit weird in the way that you end up getting coins or the way you end up winning them, being inconsistent in the amounts that you get. Also, the shop is one of those rotating shops, so the items available end up changing out every few hours, and you can only buy the one skin at a time, so most likely it's not going to be a character in particular that you may be looking for. The other thing is the amount of money that these things end up costing is a fair amount, and with the little bit that you end up earning from the races, it's going to take a while in order to get everything. The online racing, though, itself isn't great. I had a few races that did work perfectly fine, as intended, but I also had plenty of races more that just ended up having people teleporting all over the place, weapons not working correctly, just not great, especially here at launch. Hopefully, though, that will get fixed in the future. Speaking of the future, there is going to be a bunch of free DLC added to the game, including a progression system for the online and more playable characters. One of the coolest aspects about the game is the additions to it. Not only do you have all the original arenas from Crash Team Racing, you have 13 of the tracks from Crash Nitro Kart. It would have been cool to add them to the adventure mode in some way, shape, or form, but it's still really cool that you can play them in single player or any of the multiplayer options. There's also the game's battle mode that not only has all the original arenas, but has 5 of the arenas from Crash Nitro Kart as well. Presentation-wise, I really thought they did a nice job with all of the graphics. They faithfully recreated all these stadiums. Yes, there are a few minor things here and there that have been tweaked and changed up. We'll see what happens to them in the future if anything is changed. However, just as far as the look, the graphics and all that, I thought they all looked beautiful. I also really liked a lot of the redone music. From the technical side of things, I'm happy to report the game didn't crash on me. I just had the problems with the online, a few minor things here and there, but nothing major, at least not in single player. Crash Team Racing is available now on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch for $39.99. It does feature a Platinum Trophy on the PS4, which is the version I did play. Overall, for the most part, with Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, I was pretty happy. There were a few missteps. The online is a mess right now, and the way that you end up getting coins isn't ideal by any means. Maybe this is stuff that will be fixed down the road. We'll have to just kind of wait and see, but for the most part, I was pretty happy with Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. I'm going to be giving it an 8 out of 10. That's going to wrap up this review, though. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.